What's up, YouTube? Fredo here, Triashketeers. It's been a while since I seen y'all. Uh, Sorry, I've been slacking a little bit on the videos. I've had a lot going on, um, you know, good and bad. Um, but today I thought it was very important that I talk about defense and protecting yourself in the times that we are living in right now. Um, for those of you that are subscribers, I know some of you know uh, what period we are living in and how historic and huge it is. Um, but pretty soon here, you know, it's going to start getting pretty bad, and these negative entities and things that are around us at all times are going to start latching on to people and changing their behavior. And it could be one, it could be many. So it is a very good idea to start building your arsenal and start learning how to defend yourself from frequency attacks and oppressions and possessions. Um, you don't want this happening at this time. Um, if you're paying attention, you'll notice that some of the people around you aren't acting as they normally do. They seemed a little bit more highly agitated, angry, and things of that nature. There's a few marked reasons for that. One being that the Schumanns resonance is shifting a lot. We're getting this transition of 6, 6, and 6, and it repeats itself, and it's about 12 hours on, 12 hours off. So it's a good idea to start preparing, because these entities and these beings are entering into our plane, and they're becoming more visible, and it's a very good idea to start defending yourself. So firstly, I like to say again, I'm not religious, I'm spiritual. I do not have a denomination. A lot of religion is a form of control. Um, I am well versed in the Bible. I've read it several times. So I reflect on it a lot and try and go back to it a lot, and I live by it. And but I kind of do it in my own way, which is what matters, and your faith in God and Jesus, who also had another name. Now, the first thing I'm going to talk about are sacramentals and religious items. This being the most common one, the cross. There are different forms of this, but a cross is, you can't really ever go wrong with one. You can get them blessed, but I recommend actually blessing them yourself. They tend to be that much more powerful, and that's the most important thing. You want something that's going to protect your yourself and your soul from being attached or oppressed or possessed. So it's the most common one, and it's a very good one. I blessed this myself, but it was also blessed by a priest. Which you can, if you are a religious person, you can obviously go to your church and have your priest bless anything you like for you. But this tends to be kind of, the main one. I never have it off. It's always on. If you ever see pictures and videos or things like that with me, you will see this in my other chain, which I'll touch on. So this is one major one. Make sure you got one. Especially in the times coming ahead. If you have to keep it under your shirt or whatever, go ahead. I have a lot of faith and a lot of belief in my heart, and a lot lot of love and compassion and selflessness for everyone else. So, you know, I'm not afraid to show this. So, but this is always around my neck. And I've also been doing some looking into the my bloodline and ancient teachings and ancient technologies and things of that nature. And I shot a video not too long ago called Rain Check. In this video, you'll see it was raining these kind of black cloud entities. I don't know what to call them, but they were strange. Some of them took on the shape of creatures. Some of them took on the shapes of things that we know not to be evil. But I don't know what happened that day, but it was very strange because I was standing with a friend, and when I filmed this, and the attack happened, and we didn't see these things falling. They were not visible to the eye, to him, and we weren't visible to me at first until I kind of settled into what I was filming, and that's usually when I start to open up and start to see a little bit more of the other side, the veil, and that. Now, that attack, it happened pretty quickly. I know that my friend that was with me when that video was shot, he kind of caught maybe a ricochet of it. It did make him sort of sick, but it put me down for 2 days. I was unable to get out of bed, and it literally just sucked everything out of me, and it was quite an experience. So if you want to see that video, it's called Rain Check. If you watch towards the middle end, you'll see this being standing on a craft with another being, and it's kind of hard to miss. I have this still shots on my Instagram, so you can see what he looked like, and yeah, it was a little crazy, but he got me good. But in my findings, this is a quartz crystal, and this was used in a lot of the ancient technologies. This was their microchips and their PlayStations and their smartphones and pretty much this is where their tools came from. Now this is a quartz. This pretty much I don't take off either. It stays with me at all times. With these frequency attacks, or these attacks that these things are using, it tends to absorb, block, or deflect them. And my belief is that the vibration that these are actually making, if you look up the properties of them, you can see that these actually vibrate. And I believe that the energy and the power that our body gives off, that electromagnetism that our body gives off, our heart is basically a battery, and we are beings of light, and we have, electricity that run our synapses and all that. So I believe that that magnifies the power of these. So good thing to have, quartz. Now I've been looking into some different types of older things for your birth and the stars and that, and I came across some Vedic astrology, and it seems that you can find your perfect stone for you. Everyone's obviously going to be a little different because everybody's born at different times, but this this one right here seems to work the best for me, but you know, I also do carry others. There's also a you know, like this is a you see it's shaded. It's a shaded quartz. It's a purple or a lavender, if you can kind of see that. It's a little dark out here. I'm outside in the gazebo of my beautiful view. So this is another one that I'll carry with me, you know, and this one's flat, so you can stick it in your wallet or wherever you need to. You can, you know, buy some wire and make this into a necklace, poke a hole through it, you know, whatever works for you. But it's good to have. It does help. It does give you some defense from these attacks, and you know, there are power to these. Some of these will enhance some of your abilities. Okay, so it's a good thing to start looking into the stones and you know, what properties they have and what abilities they magnify. This happens to be one that really is meant for me. This is called a jet, and this jet stone, which I don't know if you guys can see what's going on right now, but my camera is pulsating from this stone right here. I am a Vibra. I'm actually a custom baby, but I have a very unique star arrangement and planet arrangement for my birthday. So this tends to work really good for me. This magnifies my psychic ability, but it also you know, keeps my anxiety and things like that under control. You know, so here's another one. Like I said, this jet, it almost looks like a magnet of some sort. It's a very shiny black and silverish metal looking rock. It's very, 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 very cool looking, but you know, once again, it's another one that you can keep with you and, you know, carry around. You know, if you're a Vibra like me, it's another good stone. And like I said, you can look these properties up and see what these all do and what they can control and help with. Our abilities are, you know, we're just starting to fall into them now. So you know, it's a good idea if people start, you know, start getting these things and getting their arsenal in order for defense, and start learning how to use their abilities, which I'll do more videos on. And then here, like, you know, just for example, is another a form of quartz, and it's this one's a little bit lighter, but it has a grayish to it. It's kind of hard to see, I know, in this light, but it's got a grayish to it, and some of that teardrop purple. This is another one. It said it has its own properties and its own things that it does. Another thing is, and this kind of looks like the jets. I carry these with me a lot. They're always usually with me, and you know, we live in an electronic and magnetic universe, and these right here are, and if you can hear that, these are very, very strong magnets, and good for, you know, good to have. They interfere with magnetic fields and these frequency attacks and vibrational attacks and things like that. We can distort them and bounce them back if we have the proper things on us. So it's a good thing to have. You know, obviously, you know, you want, these are a little bit bigger, but there's smaller sizes that you can get, and as you can see, these are a shiny metal. They almost look like my jet here, but the difference between the two is my jet isn't magnetic at all. As you can see, it's not. It's not magnetic. This is actually crystal. So this is just another form of protection that you can use. So, magnets, good. Make sure they're pretty powerful. Suggest keeping them on you. Put them in your pockets, whatever. Obviously, keep it away from your wallet. Put it in your front pockets or whatever. Or wherever around your neck, whatever need be. These are very good for that. Also, in everything that you eat now, the preservatives, the toothpaste, the water, fluoride is put into a lot of these things, and as you know, fluoride is specific area that it attacks is your pineal gland. So be very careful of your fluoride intake. It is not good for you. Be careful of preservatives in your foods that you're eating now. They are doing this on purpose. They want to separate your mind, your body, and your soul. Okay, your pineal gland is the doorway to the soul. Okay, by crystallizing it, they block us from being able to use our abilities. So these magnets come into play with that. Sometimes when I meditate, I will set a magnet, on that area where your third eye is. Another good thing to do is to the sound of the universe, or the Om, to get that bone back there vibrating, to loosen up some of that calcification and get it out of there. We don't want that stuff in there. So be careful what kind of water that you drink, that doesn't have fluoride in it. Just be very, very, very careful right now. I would suggest filtering your water. Make sure that you have it down to pretty much nothing in it. You want good, pure, clean water. They're putting a lot of crap in everything that we eat and drink, and it is really wreaking havoc on our pineal glands. And once you start to do this, you will notice a marked difference in your abilities. I personally fast 12 hours a day and eat for the other 12. It works for me. It's good for the blood. Keeps you healthy. Keeps the blood clean. Keeps the heart pumping. Keeps you healthy. These have several uses, but make sure you protect yourself at all times. We are under attack at all times. Also, make sure you get into the habit of taking your shoes off and putting your bare feet to the ground. You need to ground yourself, okay? If you have arthritis, if you have pain, inflammation, if you in general have a feeling of anything that's just not feeling right, take your shoes off and ground yourself to the actual ground, not concrete, not the floor in your house, the actual grass, dirt, and ground, and touch earth. Let Mother Earth know that you're still here for her and you're still in the fight. We're gonna really need her in order to live and survive in the days coming, and we got to learn to respect our planet and stop taking such advantage of it and destroying it so quickly and polluting it with all the crap that we do. So it's another big thing. So please, feeling sick, you got inflammation, swelling, arthritis. I personally, I've been through quite a bit. My coma, my deaths. I was hit by a semi. I've had tons of surgeries. I'm pretty messed up. I'm in pain a lot. But this grounding, it really does help. It does help get the pain under control. It does help the inflammation. It does help the swelling. So please do that. It's very good for you. So I'm gonna cut this one off, and I'll touch back more into this, later. and get into like the Schumanns resonance and things of that nature. But at this time, pay very, very close attention to the people around you. Um, the devil is at work in everyone, especially those that are aware. If you noticed difference or marked behavior in friends or family, get them get them to hold a sacramental item, or a quartz, or any of these stones or magnets, and get them to ground themselves to earth. I recommend get yourself a Saint Benedict, which is called a demon chaser. This has been used in exorcisms for a very, 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 very long time. It will help protect you from any attachments or possessions or oppressions of any evil entities. They really hate this one. So as you can see, it's a cross with a circle on there. And this one was blessed also. And you can bless, like I said, it's better if you bless things yourself. You can make your own holy water. You can make your own consecrated salt. It's very easy to do. So if you're wanting to bless something like your crystals, or your cross, or your stone, or your chains, or whatever it may be, your magnets, you can look these things up. Do it. It's better if you do it yourself. They're more powerful. You are children of God. We all are. We are all brothers and sisters. There is no color. There is no more fighting. There's no more hostility. It needs to stop. We need to live in harmony. We need to love each other and care for each other. It's the golden rule. Treat others as you'd like to be treated yourself. So, with that being said, God bless everyone, and I hope that in the coming days you stay strong and vigilant, and protect yourself, because things are starting to amp up and escalate. And I know those who have subscribed and seen my channel, they know how serious this really is, because it's coming quick, and it's intensifying very quickly. So just keep your eyes to the skies, pay attention, because they're watching, and protect yourself. And I love you all. So God bless, and have a good night.